fire! Come on, he needs our help!
Greetings, I am Solidus-Skully and welcome back to the 1930s where there was a building on fire. Yes indeed, they were in the absolutely fireproof building and now the Heartless have decided to set it on fire. And there we go, another usage of Trinity Limit. Team up, ho! Yeah, but you never would have seen anything that kick-ass in the 1930s. But then of course we have one of the most annoying enemies in the game, the car enemies. Now again, they basically, well, you're pretty much seeing it right here, they have an annoying charge attack. And again, they pretty much, like, after you damage them after a certain extent, they basically enter this little, like, berserker frenzy attack where, again, you can't hurt them, they have to do their little charge-up attack where they can pretty much air juggle you and you basically just have to dodge out of the way. Ah, God. I'm pretty sure you can use Thunder to mitigate them somewhat by attacking them while they're charging at you, but, yeah. Still a big pain in the ass to take down, and especially during the Cavern of Remembrance where these enemies make a return in much stronger variants. Ooh, it sucks.
Well, that takes care of that. Hey!
Listen well. On the other side of this portal, they're about to begin construction on that wretched castle. But until then, their treasured cornerstone of light lies unguarded, with all of its power still contained.
The cornerstone of light?
Yes. That cursed sphere is the very thing that prevents us from entering the castle.
Oh.
You know what must be done? Go then. Time to prove your worth. And don't dare to fail me again.
Don't fail her again. Let's see. That's it! I just gotta smash that cornerstone to smithereens! But first, I gotta go get my old boat back.
It was Pete after all.
Still, something doesn't seem right.
The Pete we met here had kind of an attitude, but he didn't seem like a bad guy.
Now that castle's as good as ours.
That's the Pete we know.
Oh no!
The cornerstone's gone.
They're gonna fill the castle with darkness! We gotta hurry!
Hey, hold it right there.
No way, small fry. I finally found the pipsqueak what stole my steamboat. Right, me. No, it wasn't me. I'm just somebody who looks like me.
Oh, which is it?
Wait! Shut up! Your future's on the line, Valley, so back off and give me the boat!
After him!
You bugs couldn't follow me if you wanted to!
That son of a bitch just slapped his ass at me. He's like the fucking Jester from Devil May Cry 3. But, yeah, that was pretty much Pete's plan all along. Steal his old steamboat and steal the Cornerstone of Light. Now, I don't think it's possible for him to escape. Well, I mean, I guess it must be, but I've never had that happen. Like, I mean, even when I was underleveled on my first playthrough, I never actually lost this, so I really don't know what happens. I mean, I guess maybe you get the game over failure state where Sora just folds his arms and looks at you like you're a piece of shit, but... yeah, really, all you have to do is just hold onto this hook and, bust open the cage. And, Pete pretty much just gives up on life and commits seppuku.
Yes!
You'll pay for this?
Extra.
Donald, we'll come back for it later.
Pete's heading for the doorway.
And now for the crescendo, where we basically get to see a case of Pete versus Pete. And, yeah, the boat somehow docked itself. Well, I mean, this is the cartoon world of the 1930s, where everything was pretty much sentient and had a face and eyes. Now then, place your bets, ladies and gentlemen, on this boxing bout of Pete versus Pete. Who shall win, Captain Ass Zipper or Captain Steamboat Man with the steamboat hat? Heck, whatever.
No! Huh, you're still wet behind the ears.
Then try us.
And here we go. Pete versus Pete with Classic Sora versus Classic Pete. Future Pete. Whatever. Pete Generations. But, yeah, as you can tell with all the other backdrops, now we're going to enter the Pete Show, where we have to... He'll pretty much bring out backdrops and all that sort of stuff from previous entries, so now we pretty much just have to avoid the hazards that we dealt with beforehand. In this case, the fireballs, but now it is time for us to begin our ultimate combo! Anime Power Attack. Ho! That you never would have seen in the 30s, because, well, again, to actually kind of get into that a little bit, in terms of where anime, at least anime as we know it today, in terms of Japanese cartoons, yeah, a lot of the style that we derive today, particularly that of the works of Osamu Tezuka, yeah, a lot of it was derived from Disney cartoons, particularly that of the ilk of, you know, Snow White, Peter Pan, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, Japan themselves love their Disney, and it's quite easy to see why, considering that they owe quite a debt towards a lot of the stylistic influences that eventually became what we see of anime today. I mean, obviously, Japan had its own sort of influences as, you know, manga artists and all that sort of stuff. Continued to have their influences on, you know, the artistic medium, but again, like, I mean, in terms of the highly detailed backgrounds, like, you know, a lot of the relatively realistically proportioned characterizations and settings, well, bear in mind for the most part, the aberrations notwithstanding, yeah, that's a bit of a trivia for you. It's levitation, Holmes. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, we also got Goofy Tornado, and that will now be replacing the turbo slide that we had before. Yippee-yo, kaye.
It serves you right. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, and stay out.
Yeah, I know.
Would somebody tell me what's been going on here? Who was that creep anyways?
Hello? That creep was you from the future.
Sora, that's a secret.
Secret? What kind of secret? Oh, never mind. Sorry I put you guys through all that trouble.
Oh,
And to show you my appreciation, I'll let you pilot my steamboat. Best little craft on the river. My deckhand Mickey's late anyways.
And now we finally get to witness Steamboat Willie. Or, I guess maybe that's meant to be the name of the boat, shouldn't it be Steamboat Mickey? Oh no, wait, it's Steamboat Sora. Yes indeed, Toot Toot. Sonic Warrior. Yes, puffs of smoke, things with... Oh, there he is, the lazy sod. He's getting by on the work of others. Mickey was a bit of a lazy bastard back in the day. And we get a terrible looking Keyblade that shall never be used, except for once, when we're pretty much finished with all this.
I'll bet you the castle's safe now.
Guess we should head back.
Well, as long as we're here.
Donald!
No. Oh, what's the good down here? Let me go! Let me go! What?
The thorns have disappeared!
By George, the lads have accomplished their mission!
Hooray! Let's have an acorn feast to celebrate! Welcome back! Because of your bravery, the castle is safe and protected again. Thank you so much for all you've done. Good work, you guys!
Now, boys, I hope you didn't do anything reckless while you were there.
Of course not! Daisy! Daisy, I'm back!
Who?
Daisy is Donald's very special sweetheart.
Really?
What?
Donald, you forgot about our date again. You'd better have a good excuse this time.
But Daisy,
I know it's an important mission, but you could at least check in every once in a while.
Sure.
Donald?
Just be a minute.
Going somewhere?
Of course not.
Donald! Oh, look!
Daisy, we need Donald for just a little longer.
How much longer?
Well...
I'll be back soon, Daisy.
Don't you worry, Queen Minnie. We'll return.
Please tell the king that we're still looking for him.
I will. See you soon!
Think wisely.
Disney Castle will be right back after these messages. And of course, we finally get Wisdom Form. Now you might be thinking we're ending the episode here, but as you can tell by the rest of the time code, we're not done yet. I mean, only because this bit was so short that I figure we might as well have a few extra things to do. We've unlocked 2 new worlds that we'll be getting to next time, and a new episode in the Olympus Coliseum. What a dangerously looking world thing. And some shadows of worlds yet to come. Anyway, let's test out Wisdom Form by using Donald's power of magic, and of course Sora basically using his reverse Keyblade grip. We basically have our ranged attack. And while individually a little bit weak, it's pretty much meant to be your machine gun kind of thing. Yeah, this pretty much also acts as an enhancement to your magical abilities. I don't really show it off here, but you will be seeing it a bit later on. You basically get the next level of magic. As you can see, our fire ability was a bit more... had a bit more range to it, and again, that pretty much goes for all your magical abilities. You also slide around like your Shadow the Hedgehog on his rocket skates. And plus, I also really like the design of Sora's Wisdom Form look. He also has flames on his shorts, which look pretty snazzy. But anyway, let's show off a bit more synthesis, and I can actually talk about this a little bit more, because now we can finally get into the additional materials that help you craft materials. Sorry, I had Final Fantasy VII on the brain. But yeah, basically you have two specific gems, first of which is something we're going to be using right here, Serenity Crystal, which basically allows you to synthesize an item of a higher value, so basically you see the drive recovery here. Basically use the Serenity material and you get high drive recovery. And then of course you also have the Bright Shard and Energy Shard, which basically lets you get a higher Moogle rank, which allows you to synthesize more items, or you get the Energy Shard, which basically halves the materials necessary to synthesize. Which again is quite useful and quite necessary for completing the ultimate weapon. And that's pretty much about all I have to say about synthesis. You'll be getting materials as you go on throughout the game, and well yeah, that's all there is to it. I will say though that Wisdom Form actually does get quite a boost in Final Mix because, well, you'll see in quite a bit, but it has to do with Mushroom 13. And now teleporting all the way over to the Underworld. And now you can also see why Hades had his mysterious deal with Sora. Basically, he wanted to open up the Underdrome. And Orin's back. Yeah, this is pretty much going to be our Olympus Coliseum of the game. Again, we do still have things to do in this world, but yeah, right over here is pretty much where our bouts of battling is going to go forth. But we're not going to be doing them quite yet. We will be going back to the Hercules world at some stage, but we'll be doing all the Coliseum bouts towards the end of the game, similar to what we did with Kingdom Hearts 1. So, yeah, how this pretty much works this time, since this isn't a tournament being held by Phil, you pretty much go over to Pain and Panic and talk to them basically about doing some tournament bouts. And again, unlike Kingdom Hearts 1 though, these tournament bouts do actually come with a few specific rules. Like, I mean, sometimes you'll be able to fight with your party members, other times you won't. Sometimes you'll be allowed to use the drive gauge, sometimes you won't. Again, it all varies depending upon what tournament bout you're doing, so... Like, I mean, again, there are a few specific rule sets that are interesting caveats and, you know, handicaps to keep you on the move, but yeah. A lot of people basically consider this more repetitive content, but again, I don't mind this too badly, because Kingdom Hearts 2 does still pack a lot of content that you're going to be doing throughout the game. This is just, you know, a little something extra for your mileage so you can compete for trophies, which we'll be seeing at the end of the game. But I mean, in this case, since we only have really one bout that we continue to unlock throughout the rest of the game, yeah, next time on the Kingdom Hearts 2 commentary, we're pretty much going to be going to our next world, so be prepared to have some finny fun. Catch you next time.